Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Njeri Kabiru, as usual, Njeri Kabiru. I know you're wondering why I'm showing you all these bottles, because today's tutorial I want to show you 6 different ways on how to decorate your wine bottles. And if you're in Kenya, I want to show you where you can get materials. By the way, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, turn on your notification bell, and leave a comment or give the video thumbs up. So to the first project, it was the first or the second week of COVID. We were at home, locked indoors. We were wondering what is next and all that. So all we did was cooking and eating. And I had this excess flour. It is wheat flour. We make chapatis and mandazis. I had excess of it and I didn't want it to go bad without using it. So I decided we are doing a project. We took our whole afternoon. And what we were doing, we took the bottles, yes, and then wheat flour, you add food color in there. I was trying to just put some color on this flour, and we made these awesome bottles. They came out nice. Then 2 to 3 days later, once they started drying completely, they started cracking up and the flour started falling off from the bottle. So this is a project that you can do with your children for fun. It is not, it can, I don't know, or you find a way to make it a long term, but here is just a concept. Let's say it's just a concept that we had, but it was a fun idea to just hang around my daughter and hang around with her and laughter and all that. So that is our first project. I will see you towards the second project. So there, we are done with that project. Project number 2. This is one of the most easiest way to decorate a bottle. You just take the tights of a child and you can go to a second-hand shop and find them in different patterns and different colors. My daughter had used this for so long and I loved it. It was not too bright nor too dark. It was just one of the best. So I just took some bottles, cut off the size that I wanted to fit the bottle, and then I had the needle and the yarn. I just knit on the neck to reduce the bagginess or the bigness of the tight on the bottle, and then I used hot glue to attach the bottom of the yarn to the bottle. It was one of, it can take you even 5 minutes and you're done. 5 minutes and you're done. And this, I think anyone and everyone can do it, because if you don't have a hot glue, you can just go with a needle and a yarn. You sew everything together and you will be good to go. Knit everything, push everything together and you will be good. So I told you on the neck I reduced the too much spacing just to make sure I have something clean and well done. So that is one of the easiest project. So my friends, if you're new here and if you've been here, I'm really requesting and asking you to please leave a comment of what you think down on my channel. I get a lot of Facebook inbox, people telling me how they like my work. Please leave it on my YouTube channel, because then you will be helping my YouTube channel to grow. The more you comment or the more you give the video a thumbs up, the more it is likely to be suggested to other people. So please don't leave without giving the video a thumbs up or leaving a comment down below. So there we are done. Put some flowers on it, and ta-da! What do you think? What do you think? Let me know what you think. Yeah, we had the second bottle. There it is. Same procedure, and soon it will be done. Please leave a comment of what you think. Let me know if you have a different idea from this, or if you take this concept and make it much more better. Let me know. So there we go. We are done with both bottles. I know. Let me know what you think. So we're going to project number 3, how to spray paint your bottle. This is one of my favorite projects and videos. So first you need to turn your bottle upside down. That's where I start. I only start on the bottom. Start on the bottom. Give your spray paint a distance from the bottle if you want to get a clean surface. And by the way, all these videos I've done them, they're on my YouTube channel. I will leave them, the links, on my description box. So if you want to watch them one by one and in detail, you can go and watch that video, and I hope it will be helpful to you. And then most of the time do 3 layers of your paint. 3 layers, then you do a clear paint. A clear paint is a finish paint. You just spray on it to give it color and longevity, for the color to stay longer. So yeah, that was how to spray your bottle. So now we are going to project number 4, how to paint your bottle using glitter. Yes, so this project was easier. Also, I had this glue. It's called bookbinding. It's one of the best. But if you have children and you'd like to do art, I would really recommend this glue, and you can find it at Textbook Center, because it's one of the glue that sticks well on stuff, yet it doesn't stick well on human. See why? So I had started my tutorial with applying the glue and then pouring the glitter, but I realized since the glue is wet, it tends to fall off, and then the glitters were falling off. So halfway my project, I realized I'm losing a lot of glitters. To take a different approach on this by taking the glue and then mixing it with glitter directly. And by the way, this project is not a project you do by one day. It's a project that you do at least by 2 days. So that's what I learned, because you have to wait for the glue to dry. And you see the way I'm applying. Once I put my bottle upright, the whole glue was flowing away. Yeah, flowing away. So by the end, you do 1, 2, 3 layers, around 2, 3 layers. But one thing I love about this, if you're done and then it dries, it really sticks very well. So I think also anyone and everyone can do this, and also it's a project that you can do with your children if you have children. If you don't have children, it's okay. It's a project you can have fun with yourself. Have fun with yourself. So you see, that was day 2. The glue had dropped away. So the second time I decided I'm mixing my glue and my glitters in one container, then apply it. And that was the perfect way to do it. So you have a tip. Just take your container, put glue, take a container of glitter, pour it in there in about 2 or 3 spoons of glue, and then apply. So there we go, project number 5. So far, what do you think? What do you think? I really use a lot of this glue. So this was paper mache, my own way of paper macheing. So I took serviette, cut it in different sizes, and then took my glue, sticked the serviettes, and after sticking the whole place, where I went for about 6 rounds or 5 rounds, yeah, I did the first round, second round, third round in the same day. Then I gave the bottle about 2 days to dry, and after it was dry, it looked awesome. It looked like an antique, and this is one of the projects that I've never gone back to do again. I don't know why. I think we should go back. You should do it and then I should do it. What do you think, by the way? And then it was easy. I know it looks like too much here, but it's not as much as it seems. Then I took my acrylic paint, which I had bought at textbook center, and applied. But for the bottle, I waited for about 2 to 3 days for it to be completely dry. Then once it's dry, it's easy to apply acrylic, and it will stack there because this is a paper filling, a paper on top. So acrylic was the best paint to paint with. Yeah, so we are done with that project. We are going to project number 6. How to put a yarn on your bottle. How to thread your bottle. That's how I call it. So that's silicone glue. It was just a smaller version. Usually I use a whole tube and a big tube, but in this project I got the smaller one. So what you need to do is apply it on your bottle, and make sure you do not have excess of it on the bottle, because then you don't want it on your yarn. Then the starting point is always the tricky one, but once you start, it becomes easier. And then the good thing with silicone, it dries quite fast, but not very fast. It gives you a room for you to move, but also it will dry fast. So that's the good thing with the silicone. And then another advantage is that it is waterproof. So if anything pours on or any drink pours on your decorated bottle, the yarns won't fall apart. They will stay intact. And that yarn is one of my favorite yarns, the rustic one. So we are getting towards the end of this project, or I'm about to finish the project. As you can see, the bottom side you have to have a bit of glue, but not excess glue, you know. Just make sure that your yarn is sticking very, very well, because that's the end. And if you don't take care of the end, most of the time it tends to fall apart. You see, with the silicone you can squeeze it in, out. You can do different things. Yeah. At the end you have to arrange it. It should not exceed the bottle, because then it has nowhere to stick. So you have to be strategic on where to reach. Most of the time I say when I'm doing this project, I'm following my guides, what my sense are telling me. And yes, clean up your glue, and there is your final product. There you go. What do you think about that? And the colors. So that we are coming to the end of this project, and we are going to project the last project, where to get materials. love the orange and brown. So I use these yards. The person who sells this yard, they told me, I'm gonna name their shop, they told me that the mamas use these yards to make kiondo. You know kiondo ya wamama. But for me, I don't know, I was just walking on the street one day, I saw them and I decided I'm gonna make the bottles with this. So this yard goes for 400 shillings, the whole of it. And you can make a few bottles. You can make about 10 of them with this. Not a few, just a good number. So that's the yards I use, but I also use this depending on what a client wants. Like this will take longer, it will be a bit expensive than this. But this will be a bit expensive because of the yard buying than this plain one without shiny stuff, you see it? And this you will buy at the same shop for 200 bob. It's bigger than this when I buy it. I think 150 or 200, I'm not sure, but 8 of them. And this one you buy it at 200 bob. So the glue that I use, it's always silicone. The reason why I use silicone, the reason why I would recommend silicone, if you pour water on the bottle, then it doesn't go away, because silicone is for putting anything on glass. Anything. So, and specifically there's so many silicone, there's gray, black, dark, whatever. Go for clear silicone. This is clear silicone. So for it has a gun. You're supposed to have, I should have cut here and have a gun. So I bought 2 guns and they all broke. So I decided to DIY my way out. So I took one of my kitchen knife and I always open here. I kanyaga until it opens, and then I pick the glue with the knife and then apply on the bottle. But the hardest thing with this is that you have to keep on putting back the back part. You have to keep on putting it back or the whole glue will dry, and it dries within a few seconds. My gun is around here somewhere, but anyway, if you go to my previous videos, almost all the videos I've used the hot glue gun. And the hot glue gun, you can find them still in the same shop that I'm gonna talk about. It's called Joachim. It's on Dubois Road. Don't go buy sticks, the hot stick, without knowing if your gun can hold the small one or the big one. Mine can hold the small one. Each is 20 shillings. So yeah, this video is going to be very quick, like a quick video, because I want to get into the questions that everyone has been asking. So the glue is silicone. If you want to decorate, where I use the hot stick is during the decoration, putting such things on the bottle. But putting the hot glue gun with the yards, for me it has not been working. I tried and I realized the hot glue is good, but it dries like within a second. It doesn't give you the flexibility of the yards shikanaing with the chupano. It doesn't give you that time. But the silicone, you can push it, like make sure it's stuck on the bottle, and then it takes a few minutes to dry. It gives you just time. It doesn't rush you, and everything comes out as neat and as good. Now this shop is in Dubois Road. Dubois Road, approach it from the top or the downside, you will see Joachim shop. And what I like about this shop, they subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. And then another thing I like about the shop, it has variety. It doesn't have just things, the yards. If you go and ask the yards for chupa, they don't know. Today is when I was showing them what I do with the yards, because the yard is for kiondo. So don't go asking the yards for chupa, just go asking the yards, za 400 ziko wapi ama za 200 ziko wapi, then you can choose. So, and they have beads, they have earrings, as in if you're looking for a side hustle, or if you're looking to make your bottles unique, you can go there and get those 2 small beads and all that and put them on your bottle and stand out. Now about the bottle, people who are looking for a side hustle, it's a good place to be, let me not lie. It's a very good place to be, but just also be open to, like, so many people are making the bottles, so try and make your bottles as unique as you can. Like, have your own touch. For example, my work, the lady that I saw who had uploaded the photos on Glam Home, group page, she had done a nice work, beautiful. By the way, Florence, that was a good work. But for me, I can't do what she does because everyone has their own idea, has their own way of doing things. So yeah, that's all. So if you're doing the bottles, find a way to be unique, find a way to stand out and be yourself, because this is art. Art is expressing who you are. So the bottle kind of defines who you are. Yeah, so that's it. And then once you make the bottles, do the calculation very well, because most of the time it seems like it didn't take a lot of materials, but do your calculation well before you put it out there on the market. I saw that she had posted she's selling one at 1,000 and the lady was like, you're expensive. But I'm like, if you just go to my back and feel how it feels after making that one bottle, first, you know, even if I wanted to charge that, no one can ever pay that. Secondly, like, it takes a lot of time, it takes material, you know, material includes your transport to go and buy this stuff. You know, do your margins very, very well, because I see people who post these chupas in very cheap, and then after 2 weeks they're not making it anymore because they just say it didn't make a profit. No, you did not calculate well. Make sure you have calculated your margins very well. Make sure you have a strategy with your marketing. Even me, I'm struggling in that part of marketing. I'm trying to figure out how to market, but that is a video for another day. So until then, I hope this will have answered your question. If I did not answer your question, please leave a comment down below. For some people who don't know how to leave a comment, let me just explain. After I post this video, you will see so many suggested videos. Go scroll down, then down there you'll see a picture of my profile. Down there it says comment. Leave a comment, ask a question. I'll be right here to answer you. I am open to any question about anything about DIY, not about anything about DIY. So from me to you, until the next video, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.